The ancient Greek navy stands as a testament to maritime innovation and strategic prowess, pivotal in shaping Greek dominance during antiquity. At its core, the Greek navy was composed of agile triremes, ships characterized by 3 banks of oars manned by highly skilled rowers. These vessels were not merely tools of war, they were embodiments of Greek ingenuity, representing a seamless blend of technology and human coordination. The significance of the ancient Greek navy is immense when exploring steel and oars, the might of the ancient Greek navy. It was a critical factor in both asserting and maintaining Greek power, fostering trade, protecting territories, and engaging in large-scale naval battles that determined the fate of empires. The Persian Wars offer a quintessential example, particularly the Battle of Salamis in 480 BC, where the strategic deployment of the Greek fleet led to a decisive victory against the numerically superior Persian navy. This victory not only safeguarded Greek independence, but also secured the cultural and political foundation for the future growth of Western civilization. Another illustrative example is the Athenian Empire's reliance on its navy during the Peloponnesian War. Dominance at sea allowed Athens to wield power over the Delian League and maintain control over the Aegean Sea's lucrative trade routes. The compelling outcome is the historical acknowledgement that naval supremacy was directly linked to economic and imperial strength. Supporters of this point argue that the Greek navy was instrumental in spreading Greek culture and fostering political ideologies through its expansive reach. The navy was less a mere military apparatus and more a medium of civilization, enabling the exchange of ideas, goods, and cultural practices across vast distances. However, the emphasis on naval power was not without its challenges. Over-reliance on the navy contributed to internal strife in polis, such as Athens, leading to wealth inequality and social tension as resources were funneled into maintaining naval supremacy. Critics also suggest that the glorification of naval battles may overshadow other elements of Greek military and political life, offering a skewed historical narrative. The influence of the ancient Greek navy extends into various aspects of the main topic, underpinning the interconnected relationship between naval dominance, cultural dissemination, and the economic vitality of the ancient world. It highlights how mastery of the seas was not just an end, but a means to a broader geopolitical and cultural ethos that defined Greek civilization. The role of steel in naval warfare examines a concept that, while seemingly anachronistic, represents a fundamental shift in naval technology and strategy in the context of the ancient Greek navy. Steel, an alloy made primarily of iron and carbon, was not widely used in the ancient world, but advancements in metallurgy paved the way for more durable materials. In ancient Greece, bronze and iron were more common, particularly in weaponry and protective equipment. However, the conceptual role of steel as a symbol of technological progress is significant. It underscores how advancements in materials can dramatically influence naval capability and success. In the context of the ancient Greek navy, steel symbolizes innovation and its potential impact on warfare. For a civilization heavily reliant on maritime prowess, enhancements in shipbuilding materials and military equipment could mean the difference between dominance and defeat. The sophistication in design and armament that advancements akin to steel would offer could have fortified ships, enabling them to withstand greater damage and improve offensive capabilities. To illustrate this point, consider the design of the trireme, a fast and agile warship powered by rows of oarsmen. While primarily wooden, the tipping point in naval battles often depended on the material strength of its ramming prow. If, metaphorically, the prow were reinforced with steel, it could dramatically increase its effectiveness in naval engagements. Additionally, consider personal armaments like swords and helmets. In battles occurring on decks or during boarding actions, warriors equipped with steel blades and armor would have a significant advantage over those with bronze or iron. Opinions in support of the metaphorical significance of steel often emphasize technological superiority as a cornerstone of Greek military success, advocating that this prowess laid the groundwork for future advances in warfare. However, a potential controversy arises in historical accuracy. Strictly speaking, the Greeks did not use steel widely, so emphasizing it too literally could misconstrue historical facts. Yet, framing it as a representation of advancement helps focus on the broader implications of technological progress in military effectiveness. This examination of steel also influences other aspects of the ancient Greek navy, such as naval tactics, economic investment in technology, and the balance of power in the Mediterranean. The development and implementation of new materials require robust infrastructure and strategy, influencing everything from ship design to logistics, ultimately contributing to Greece's maritime strength and legacy. Ship design and oar-powered movement were critical components determining the might and versatility of the ancient Greek navy. At its core, this concept refers to the architectural and engineering strategies used in crafting the agile, oar-driven vessels known as triremes. These ships were characterized by sleek, lightweight hulls, designed to maximize speed and maneuverability. Rows of powerful oars were manned by skilled sailors, propelling the vessel efficiently through the water. Oar-powered movement was essential for triremes, as they provided a reliable means of propulsion that wasn't hindered by the absence of wind. The significance of ship design and oar-driven movement lies in its strategic military advantages, which positioned Greece as a formidable maritime power. The Greeks' ability to navigate swiftly and precisely allowed them to execute effective naval tactics, such as the diekplos and periplos, which involved outmaneuvering enemy vessels. This contributed to Greece's success in pivotal battles, including the Battle of Salamis in 480 BCE, where the Greek fleet emerged victorious over the larger Persian navy, showcasing the superior design and effectiveness of their ships. A real-world application of this concept is evident in the Greek triremes' influence on subsequent naval architecture. The emphasis on speed and agility set a precedent for the design of warships in later years. Another example is the exploitation of specialized naval tactics by using triremes to break enemy lines or encircle them, as seen in their strategic deployment during various battles, which underscored the tactical versatility enabled by their design. Supporters and historians often argue that the sophistication of Greek shipbuilding demonstrated an early understanding of hydrodynamics and engineering that was ahead of its time, underscoring the ingenuity and resourcefulness of ancient Greek society. However, challenges do exist, including the immense logistics and manpower needed for maintaining and operating large fleets of oar-powered ships. Controversies also arise regarding the social and economic impacts on the populace required to support such endeavors, raising questions about sustainability. This concept interconnects with the broader topic of the Greek Navy by highlighting how technological advancements in naval design directly influence the Greeks' ability to project power and maintain dominance across the Mediterranean. Moreover, it impacted trade and cultural exchange, as control over the seas facilitated widespread interaction and the spread of Greek influence. Ultimately, the design and oar-powered movement of Greek ships stand as a testament to the critical intersection of technology and human capacity in shaping historical trajectories. The evolution of naval strategy in ancient Greece reflects the transformation and sophistication of maritime tactics during a time when naval supremacy was crucial to Greek city-states' power and survival. This concept encompasses the shift from rudimentary seafaring techniques to advanced strategies that leverage technology, tactical innovations, and strategic planning to dominate Mediterranean waters. Central to our topic, steel and oars, the might of the ancient Greek navy. This evolution highlights how naval capabilities underpinned Greek military and economic dominance, shaping the course of their history and culture. Naval strategy in ancient Greece evolved significantly with the advent of the trireme, a fast and agile warship characterized by 3 rows of oars on each side. This development allowed Greek naval forces to employ sophisticated maneuvers such as the diekplaus and periplaus, enabling them to outflank and outmaneuver heavier, less agile enemy ships. These tactical innovations were apparent in the decisive Battle of Salamis in 480 BCE. The smaller, more maneuverable Greek fleet, employing clever strategies, defeated the larger Persian armada, marking a turning point in the Greco-Persian Wars and securing Greek independence. Additionally, the Peloponnesian War illustrates how naval strategy adaptations played a pivotal role. Athens, with its formidable and strategically organized navy, exerted control over the Aegean Sea, implementing a strategy of power projection and economic blockade against Sparta. This approach exemplified how maritime dominance could influence wider geopolitical landscapes. Prominent historians like Thucydides have acknowledged the significance of naval strategy in shaping historical outcomes, suggesting that Athens's rise and fall were inherently tied to its naval power. As he detailed in his seminal work, the strategic use of the navy not only provided military advantages, but also facilitated trade and cultural exchange, thus enriching Greek society. However, this focus on naval prowess was not without its challenges. The heavy dependence on maritime strength sometimes diverted resources from land-based defense, leaving city-states vulnerable to invasions. Moreover, the expansionist tendencies encouraged by naval capabilities often led to conflicts within the Greek world, as city-states like Athens and Sparta vied for control. The evolution of naval strategy in ancient Greece is intertwined with technological advances, economic considerations, and military innovations, significantly influencing the broader themes of our discussion on Greek naval might. By showcasing the intricate balance between innovation, strategy, and regional dominance, this aspect underscores why the ancient Greek navy remains a topic of fascination and importance in understanding the era's maritime history.